Shoals, Nebraska. Nebraska, no, Alabama. I know what state I'm in. I know what state I'm in. Muscle Shoals, Alabama. We just took Mr. Maxwell here through this Love's Tire Pass lane. Mostly, all the other lanes were blocked, and the line was like 2 people deep. So, I was like, you know what? We're gonna tire pass today. I've got some credits. Let's use them. There's like 6 fuel lanes at that Love's. Tire Pass lane was empty. The lane next to it had somebody parked, blocking the entrance to it and not pulling forward. Lane next to it had a truck just parked with his butt still in the fuel island. He pulled forward but not far enough, so that one was effectively blocked. The ones next, like 3 next, or the 4 other fuel islands had someone pulled forward in front of each of them, someone fueling at each of them, and another truck in line behind them. They're like, well, it looks like I'm going to be here for 30 minutes anyway, so let's do the tire pass thing. I've never done that before. I want to see how it works. You don't need, it turns out you don't need the pass-through valve stems for tire pass like I thought you did. So they were able to do it on mine, even with the sensor valve stems, which was pretty cool. So we got our checkup done, tread depths checked out, all good, and Maxwell has a clean bill of health from the tire doctor. So our goal for today is Kansas City. Specifically, there is a truck parking area in Kansas City, Kansas, that is on I-70. It's it used to be a way station, and now it's just like a DMV. A DMV like built on an interstate. Basically, they took an old way station that they're not using anymore, and they converted it into a DMV that you just pull off the freeway and you're there. Which is kind of neat. I mean, that's cool. I get that. That's interesting, you know. Sounds convenient to get to. At the very least. But they've got a bunch of truck parking there. They let us just use the apron north of the DMV building to as a truck staging area, which is pretty nifty. Turn my engine brake off so I can actually change gears. for today. We've done this one before. We're going west to Corinth, Mississippi. Corinth, we're going to turn north on US Route 45. We're going to take that up to, it goes through a little town near I-40, and then heads, not MacLeod, and then 45, I think it becomes like 141 or something, I don't know. The route number changes, and it goes northwest. And then it'll meet up with, it becomes Interstate 169, and goes over to Interstate 55. Which will take us right up to St. Louis. St. Louis will pick up I-70 and go west. Something just fell. I don't know what, and I don't care. I won't be able to check that until, like, for another 12 hours. Now, our aim today is to keep our day... Where are we slowing down? Oh, school bus. Our aim is to keep our day under 12 hours, I think. Will be optimal. And we've already burned a little bit of that. Did the bus stop? What? Major divide. Oh, there's a stoplight. I was going to say, did that bus just let off students on a major highway? Like, if so, I have questions for the school board. All of them start with, what are you thinking? Dang it. We have ourselves a Mississippi way station. Bummer. We're almost out of Mississippi too. We're near Corinth, on 45 north. Ooh, a height detector. Fancy. Look at me, I'm not too tall. The officer working the panel in there looked absolutely miserable. I mean, like, never looked up from the panel, face in his hands, like, oh my gosh, that poor guy looked like he hated life right now. Which, I kind of get it. Like, just sitting there watching truck after truck after truck across the scale, that has to be a mind-numbing job. location doesn't have parking, we're in trouble. Oh man, what am I doing? Why am I... I hate tightly scheduled loads. I hate tightly scheduled loads. This is... We have put ourselves in a situation where we are relying very, very heavily on a single potential parking spot. And not one that I can reserve because it's just a general parking area. But it's one that I've never seen fill up before. I've rolled in here at like midnight to 5 a.m. to even crazier times. Not that there's crazier times than between midnight and 5 a.m. now that I think about it. I've rolled in here this early before and gotten actually really good spots because, you know, people are afraid to park in these things. It's an old way station that's been converted into a DMV sort of thing. And there, we do have a backup. We do have a backup. Absolute worst case scenario. First of all, we do have to stop our clock when we go in here. We cannot
0.3 miles ahead. Stay on I-70 West as US 40 splits off.
Hunting for a parking spot in here. Because if we don't get a spot in here, we have to be able to use like the 5 minutes that we'll have left on my clock to get down onto the next exit. The next exit is the Kansas City Motor Speedway. The
0.6 miles ahead, take ramp to vehicle inspection station, then keep left.
Yeah. Oh, now that other truck's going in there too. Great, the secret's out. But yeah.
0.3 miles ahead, take ramp to vehicle inspection station, then keep left.
But yeah, so the, near the racetrack, there's, Cabela's with some truck parking, which we can do if necessary.
Miles ahead, keep left on vehicle inspection station.
We're not keeping left, we're going right. Stay right of right line. Trucks only. Alright.
Point 2 miles ahead, turn right on ramp to I-70 West, then merge left.
So the fun thing about this place is it's very much a make your own spot kind of parking deal. Alright, if we have to, we're just going to reverse back to here and park on the right, like this truck did. We've got options here. We're not in trouble. I just park on the right here. I think that's probably the smart thing to do, actually. Yeah, let's just do that. We live here now. This is our spot. Parallel parking, parallel parking, parallel parking. less stressful than it might otherwise be. Alright. That's satisfactory right there. Okay. You know, not the most ideal spot, but it'll work for tonight. We did it! We did it! Yes! Okay. Woo! Do. Alright. I need to sleep. It's 4:10 a.m. We did that before 5. Holy crap. How many miles have I done today? 240. What? Oh, right. Because my day technically ends at 1 or midnight central. Just give you an idea of how busy this week has been so far. Day 1, 157.1 miles. That was my last day of home time. That was literally just going to the shipper. That was 157 miles because they had to go get an empty. Then the next day, 653 miles. Then 322, then 486 was yesterday. And then 240 was this morning. So effectively, yesterday was 720 miles. So that clearly includes a little bit of the drive yesterday morning to get to Muscle Shoals, because we did not do over 700 miles today. It's always fun when your days go across the your log midnight. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. My name's MacLeod, as a Ranger17 on Twitch, Xbox Live, Steam, all that stuff. Come say hi, and especially on Twitter. I'm on Twitter all the time, MacLeod without the apostrophe. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Woo! We made it! We made it! Now I'm wired and I've got to sleep, so that'll be fun. Woo!